Thank you for clicking on the video, and here on Nerd we are going to play Dungeons & Dragons Wrath of Ashardalon board game. This is a game that came out in 2011, and it's actually the second out of 6 games in this series. I thought it was the third one, but I simply missed this when it came out. Anyways, it is the second one in the series, and we have all the unpainted miniatures within swapped out for pre-painted minis. I'll put a link down below how you can do that. So we're going to play this first scenario, which I believe is solo, and subsequently I'll play some other scenarios with my daughter, and we'll try to get this completed for summer. If you haven't seen this game before, here's the wonderful artwork on the cover, and on the sides it's just the title basically, and on the back you can see that this is going to be your quintessential dungeon crawler with multiple tiles and miniatures and associated cards. And I'll show you how to play in our gameplay portion later. But let's get the components out if you haven't seen it before. And I'll show you the miniatures within. And if you like Dungeons and Dragons, we do have a Dungeons and Dragons free giveaway going on right now. I'll put a link down below for that. And if you like D&D, board games, other nerdy content, please think about subbing up. It certainly is free to you and helps us out on the channel. So thanks for listening to that. So here's the rule book. I'll just do a quick flip through of this. Pretty short. And then here is the adventure. And we are gonna do adventure number 1. And yeah, it's a solo experience. Usually the first adventure is always a solo one, just to get you familiar to the rules. And I need a reminder to myself as well. You can see the components are still sealed here. We got your tiles of dungeons and various tokens for health and whatnot. Another stack of cardboard sprues with monster cardboard tiles and more adventure tiles. We'll set that off to the side. We're gonna have a deck of cards used for the players and encounters and monsters. And it's all here. And then we got our miniatures that we swapped out for pre-painted minis. So here's a bag of them, and they are matching the exact mold of the unpainted ones. Okay, so Dungeons & Dragons had a line of pre-painted minis that came with associated cards, and there are the cards, and so you could use this for a separate miniatures game. I'll show you more of these components later as we get to the gameplay portion. Here are some of the larger minis. There's a Rage Dragon, Gazer there, but of course the star of the show is the red dragon itself, Ashardalon. So pretty cool to have. And of course you got a single 20-sided dice. So let me get these cards all out of the wrap and the tokens popped out, and we'll have a game session. Hopefully have fun watching me play. I have all the components punched out. I just want to show you something. Usually when you punch tokens out of the cardboard sprues, you put it underneath the plastic insert, but it does help to actually keep it on top, and don't throw these away, because when you put it down and have all the miniatures within, they will not be flush with this plastic insert, especially the dragon. It will pop out. So you can use this cardboard sprue to act as a buffer, and so the wing of the red dragon and the larger figures here will be in this mini well that you just created with the sprues, and you can put the other cardboard sprues on top like so, and put the game away nicely, and it will be flush with the cover. So that's how I organize these games. Just want you to be aware about that. The other thing I should mention is this game is still widely available, and it's very cool that even though this game is more than a decade old, they're still creating it along with the associated minis, though they are unpainted once again. Welcome to our how to play portion with gameplay, and we're gonna play adventure number 1. It is titled A Day in the Life of a Hero. While chasing monsters through the wilderness around Firestorm Peak, you fall through a hole into the caverns below. Can you survive long enough to find another way out? So we're gonna use one hero. It's a solo mission, And typically, for most games, you're going to use 2 healing surges. These are sort of lifelines, and you get to restart a knocked out player. But I'm just going to use 1, as most of the other sets specify you only have 1 token instead of 2. I'm going to use the Paladin character, and here is the pre-painted mini for it. So pretty cool. Bendy sword. It is a plastic mini, unfortunately. And I'll just start off here at the start tile. And the setup is to reach the exit, which is place 6 tiles down the dungeon deck. So it's going to be a short little game. I got the counter deck, monster deck, treasures cards off this side. I pick 1 treasure card by random, and I got the magic sword +2. I can have some powers here. So the first one is Lay Your Hands, which can give adjacent hero 2 hit points, but obviously that's not going to happen in a solo game, so I'm going to set this card off to the side. And I could pick 1 utility power, so I'm going to use Bravery, which may not be helpful as well, unfortunately, because it's for adjacent hero, so I'm going to also set this off to the side. And then I could use a daily power, attack 1 adjacent monster, and then this can do +3 damage, so that might be helpful against a strong monster. And I could get 2 at-will power. So this one is Holy Strike, attack 1 adjacent monster for +8. And this is another at-will power, Divine Challenge, another +8. So I'll put these off on the side as well. So then we get the game started, and we start off with, of course, the hero phase. So in the hero phase, you can move and attack or move twice. Now, there's nothing in attack, and so I'm going to move. And if you don't move to an edge of a tile, which can open up the dungeon, if you don't do that, you are forced to draw from the counter card deck. So this is a mechanism to just drive you to keep on pushing forward. So I am going to do that, especially since there's no monsters to fight, and basically my turn ends there. So since I'm at the edge here, I'm going to draw a tile here, and I'm going to place the arrow adjacent to the edge I am exploring. So the dungeon is going to open up like this way. Because the arrow is black in color, that means I still have to draw a counter deck. If it's a white arrow, I am safe. So let's see what happens here. Blinding Bomb. A ceramic sphere explodes as it shatters against a nearby wall. We got Event Attack, Blinding Bomb. A ceramic sphere explodes as it shatters against the nearby wall. Attack each hero within 1 tile of the active hero. After attack, each sentry monster in play moves 1 tile closer to the tile. There's no monsters here, so we don't have to move any monsters, but we're gonna have to roll for damage. So I'm gonna take the 20-sided dice, we're gonna roll. We're gonna add 8 to that. That makes it 15, and my armor class is 17. So I do not get afflicted with any damage or dazed condition. So discard this card. So doing well so far. Now, because we open up this area, there is a little ash mark there, and that means a monster spawns at that location. So we're gonna draw a monster card. It looks like we got a gibbering mouther. All right, so let me find that miniature, and here it is. Pretty cool. Once again, pre-painted mini, and he gets placed right on that ash spot. So the monster is going to activate. So you can hear we did the exploration phase, which is over here where we open up the new tile. And then now we're in the villain phase where the monsters will now activate. So we're going to follow the tactics here for the gibbering mouther. So the first condition is if the gibbering mouther is within 1 tile of a hero, it attacks all heroes within 1 tile with a loud shout or whatnot. And I am definitely within 1 tile. So he's going to attack me with a +8. Oh no, I do get a hit. So I do take 1 damage and I get a dazed condition. So that would be unfortunate. I'm going to put 1 point of damage on my card here. So by the way, my character has 8 hit points, and here are the health tokens for 8. So I got 1 damage, I'm going to take 1 away. We'll leave the rest on the card here so you know how much health I have total. And I have gotten a dazed condition. So you can only move or attack, not both. Discard this marker at the end of your hero phase. So we're gonna put this at the bottom here to let me know I am dazed. So this monster is gonna be there, and now it's gonna be my turn. So I can move, my speed is 6, and this monster actually has a health point of 2. If I don't go to the edge, I'm gonna have to draw another encounter card, which may or may not be good. But if I go to the edge, I'm going to spawn another monster. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to push my luck. I'm going to go to the edge here and challenge this monster and open up a new tile. But we have to still complete the hero phase. Now, unfortunately, I am in dazed condition, so I cannot move and attack at the same time. So I'm just going to stay here and use my at-will power of Divine Challenge. Choose a monster within one tile of the monster. Place that hero adjacent to your hero. So I'm going to use that, do a Divine Challenge, and now can attack without even moving. So that would be helpful. I get a +8, and I got a 7 here. So 7 + 8 is 15, and its armor class is 14. I do 1 damage to it. So I'll put a damage token here, but it still has another hit point to go. Now that is the end of my hero phase, and I'm gonna have to draw an encounter card. So, event, lost. All these tunnels look the same. Without looking at it, take the bottom dungeon tile from the stack and place it on top. So that makes the exit further away. So that's unfortunate. Make this dungeon a little bit longer, but at least it's not a monster. All right, so this, I'll just put at the bottom of the deck. And then it is now for the monster to attack. So the monster is gonna attack me with a +8, and it gets a 9, and that'll be a 17, and it does equal my armor class. So it does hit me. I get another damage, and I get dazed still. All right. So that is the end of the villain phase, and now it's my turn again. And I am just gonna attack. I will not be able to move because I'm dazed. So I rolled a 12 here. I definitely hit the Gibbery Mouther, and it is now defeated. Now with the defeated monster, I collect 3 experience points, plus I get a treasure. So let's see what treasure I draw. And it looks like it's a 1-up polymorph. Okay, so we'll put this off to the side here, and we'll put this experience card off to the side as well. Now, because I'm not exploring the edge, I have to draw an encounter card. So let me do that. Event, Cobalt Warren. The kobolds under the mountain tend to Ashardalon's every whim. Draw 5 monster cards. Oh my goodness. Discard any monster that is not a reptile. Shuffle the remaining decks and put them on the top of the monster deck. This might make it more difficult. So let me take 5 monster cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Discard any monster that's not a reptile. So this is not a reptile. And these cultists, I think they're reptiles. Maybe they're not. Would a Legion Devil be considered a reptile? I guess these cultists are human. It says human. All right, so these are not any reptile. And shuffle the random cards and put them on top of the monster deck. So that really didn't change anything. All right, so we'll put this card away as well. And let's move on. All right, so I am not dazed anymore. Thank goodness for that. And let me move to an edge. Let's just go off this way. So that is the end of my hero phase, exploration phase, draw a tile, and it's a dead end. There's no encounter to be had, but there is still a monster to be drawn. And we got a Legion Devil. So let me find the miniature for that. And here we go. Almost the opposite pose of our paladin. It's gonna be right there. Okay, so this Legion Devil, when placing a new Legion Devil, place 2 additional Legion Devils next to the first one. Uh-oh. You do not gain experience for this card until all Legion Devils are destroyed. If 1 Legion Devil is within 1 tile, it would move adjacent to closer and attack with a sword. So, my goodness, this is dangerous. Got 2 more devils here, and they're gonna be adjacent, I suppose, like that. Oh no, it's gonna surround me. So I don't know if I have any special powers here that can deal with that. This only attacks 1 adjacent monster, not all of them. Let me see my wand of polymorph. That's not going to be helpful for defeating all of them. So I am going to be in trouble. So this one's going to attack, and it's going to attack with a +11. So that's not good as well. Let's see what we get. We got 4. It does miss, so that's good. And then this one is going to move adjacent to me and attack with sword as well. Oh, I'm getting lucky here. That's a miss. This one is going to move and try to go here. And this is a 6. So 6 plus 11 is 17. It does hit me for 1 damage. All right. Ooh, so definitely I'm not going to explore. I'm going to have to defeat these monsters. I am just going to do an attack with Divine Challenge. So they're already adjacent to me. So just roll. Oh no, a critical fail. That's not good. Even with my magic sword +2 to that roll, it will not defeat him. All right, so that is the end of my turn. I got to draw an encounter card because I did not explore. Hidden treasure. Place 1 treasure token on any tile that does not have it. Draw another encounter card. So let me just put it here in the vault. That makes sense. We'll just use this token there to denote there's treasure there. So let me draw another counter card then. And event, Hall of Orcs. The crude holy symbols of Gurmush painted on the walls hint at the nature of this section's inhabitants. Draw 5 monster cards. Discard any monster card that is not an orc. Shuffle the remaining cards and put them on the top of the deck. Interesting. All right, so we'll get 5 monster cards. Any of these orcs? None of these are orcs, so we'll just shuffle them up and put it back on the top here. And put those cards away. Okay, so now they have to attack me again. Roll a 3, so that would miss me. A 3, 1 more, 6, 8, 19. So that definitely hits me. So I'm going to be down to 4 health now. Okay, so let me attack. Boy, I need a good roll, please. Okay, so 10 plus 8 is definitely going to beat the armor class of 16. So this one is defeated. Okay, and then I get a single treasure. So this new treasure is going to be Wand of Fear. So choose a tile within one of you. Place each monster up to 2 tiles away. So that can push and give me some space. I might use that, but then I won't be able to attack. All right, so that is the... I can move. Maybe I'm going to move here and pick up that treasure. So I can move 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Land on it. So let me get this bonus treasure here. And what do we have? It is a Vorpal sword. There is nothing as sharp as a bite of a Vorpal blade. Play this immediately. Get a +2 bonus on attack rolls against adjacent monsters with this item in play. If you roll this 18, 19, 20 on attack, you deal additional damage. So I don't know if you can combine these. I guess maybe I could be considered dual wielding. All right, so I'm just gonna do that since I am in trouble. I'm just gonna assume I can dual wield both of these. All right, so let me draw a counter card now. Frenzied Leap. A monster leaps at you with supernatural speed. If a monster is on the same tile as active hero, that hero takes 2 damage. So I do take 2 more damage. Otherwise, draw a monster card. So I took the damage, and this encounter's done. This devil's gonna come close to me and attack. And 7 plus 11, it does beat my 7 plus 11 does beat my armor class. And I get another point of damage. And then this one's gonna come next to me and attack as well. A 10. And I get another point of damage, so I'm knocked out. All right, so that is that. But it's gonna be the start of my turn. I can use a healing surge. And basically I get 4 health, but with my special ability, I get additional points. So I'm back up to 5 health again. I spring up, and I'm mad, and I got him an attack. All right, so I'm gonna attack this one here and get a 10. And so with all the bonuses, I definitely beat him and defeat that one. And, oh, you know, I drew a treasure for that wand or whatnot earlier, and that's only if I defeat all 3, because I didn't get the card yet. So I'll just not draw another treasure card when that happens, when I defeat all 3. So I'm gonna start moving out of here. And I'm gonna try to push this dungeon so I don't have to do another encounter card. All right, well, unfortunately I do have to do another counter card. So let's see what we get. Event, Dewguard Outpost. The Dewguard maintains a small outpost in the mountain. Draw 5 monster cards. As you can tell, it's a new game. I haven't shuffled the cards as thoroughly as they could have been, I suppose. Discard any monster card that is not a devil. All right. So we'll get 5 monster cards. I don't think any of these are devils. No. All right, we'll place them back as the way they were. And just to get the game moving. Okay, but I do have to draw a monster there. And it is gonna be a human cultist. Here we go. And he is gonna spawn on the ash spot. And now it's time for them to activate. The devil's gonna activate first. He's gonna move up adjacent to me, maybe try to backstab me. I'm gonna roll around like that. But let's see if he hits. Oh, he does hit. So I get down to 4 health. And then the cultist, he's gonna move adjacent to me and attack me with a poison dagger. Oh my gosh, so I do get hit as well. And I get a poison condition. All right, so that's not good. Okay, so now it's my turn. I take 1 damage at the start of my hero phase. So I'm down to 2 hit points. Not doing too well for this introduction. So I'm gonna attack the devil because he is the most dangerous with his plus 11. So I'm just gonna attack him. I do hit him. He's knocked out. Okay. I'm not gonna draw a treasure card because I did that earlier. He's knocked out. And then, I'm gonna start moving over here. Now, I can't heal up. I'm not a cleric or anything like that. And unfortunately, none of my utility kits will allow me to heal myself as of yet. So that's unfortunate. So what I'm gonna do is try to end this poison status and see if I can roll 10 plus. So let me do that since it's the end of my hero phase. Oh, good, I got rid of it. All right, so now we're gonna draw an encounter card as part of the exploration phase. And it is a curse, cage. Stepping on a pressure plate comes a cage to drop on top of you. You are cursed. Place this card on your hero card as a reminder. You can take a -2 penalty to AC and not move while this curse is active. Instead of attacking, you or a hero on your tile may attempt to open up the cage. So basically I'm stuck. I can't move. All right, so, well, now he's gonna attack me, especially since in the cage I can't move. And he attacks with a +6, and that does it. He does hit. I can't have damage, and I get poison condition again. I think this is gonna be the end of me. So I am stuck there, and it's the start of my hero turn. Guess what? I get 1 point of damage, and that's it. I'm knocked out. Wow, what a bad start to this adventure. Now, I picked the wrong character to start off with, since most of her utility is to combine with other players. It is a cooperative game, but that's okay. I still had fun playing this, and as a reminder about all the rules, hopefully you thought this was interesting. What I'm gonna do next is get this game set up, and we'll play adventure number 2 with my daughter in a future video. So thanks for watching, everyone. Have fun, as always. Keep on adventuring out there.